Yo, swinging and banging on the ones and the twos. Allow me to reintroduce myself to you. I am Kendrick Avant, your professor of gratitude, because all I ever do is slide in here with the gratitude journal. And I'm reminding y'all how to write down the stories. That way you'll have less negative thoughts and more positive thoughts. That's why I call this Mindset Over Bullshit University. And today, on Wednesday, the day before the 2023 NFL Draft, Amy and I are going to chop up this NFL Draft. I got my notes. We got questions. There are all kind of topics that we can talk about today on this multiple sclerosis and this NFL Draft conversation. Y'all just have no idea. In the NFL, watching sports is one of many ways that you can do to get your mindset off the bullshit. All day you are overthinking what's going on with the spouse. You are overthinking if you are too hard or too soft on your kids. You are overthinking if you should have washed them damn dishes last night. You overthink all that bullshit. You overthink when the bills are due. You overthink answering the door. You overthink all of this shit.
Yay. Amy is here. Let's get this going.
First, I gotta thank you for even doing this. So I gotta thank you for doing this. I'm grateful for you for doing this. No problem, Queen. And then I gotta tell you why. And why is because like I had fallen in the bathroom today. I had fallen out the wheelchair today. I have banged my head against something. Yeah, I've had one of those damn days. But all damn day I could not stop because I kept thinking, yeah, me and Amy doing this shit. Me and Amy doing this shit. I'm not gonna stop because me and Amy doing this shit today. So we got this thing cracking.
First, NBA playoffs, Lakers or Memphis?
You know what? I agree with you on that. And I saw the punch because it was right around half court, like right after halftime he did it. And what makes it worse to me is not only did he do that, punch somebody in the damn me balls. What the hell? What is that? I mean, who do you think you are? Chris Paul? Chris Paul or something? I know Chris Paul is known for doing that, but whatever. Either way, my bigger question is this. After you do that, and all the shit that you have been talking, how in the hell can you fix your mouth to look at any camera and say, the media is painting you as a bad guy? The media is doing all this stuff to you. No, dog, stand on your stuff. If you're going to punch somebody like that, stand on it. If you're going to win the game one, like how they won game two, and come out with the shades on and do all the trash talking and call LeBron James old, if you're going to do all of that, then when you lose, you got to stand up. You have to man up. You got to man up, woman up, king up, queen up, whatever you want to call it. You have to be accountable for your shit talking. You can't blame anybody else. And oh shit, I like Dylan Brooks until when he said that. After that, I was like, oh no, you a sucker at this point. No, dog, you can't blame the media.
So who is your squad then?
I got a bunch of them. I follow the players when they go from college. I got a bunch of them. I got the Saints, the Ravens, the Eagles, the Panthers.
If you had to pick one, who is your favorite out of everybody that you just love to watch, that you have the most faith in?
Well, I can't really pick. I can pick. Well, the Ravens I did, but they haven't signed Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson does not have a done deal.
What is
now,
up with that?
Beckham there. Exactly. He's his own agent. But, see, I like the Eagles, too. Jalen Hurts. I followed him from Alabama to Oklahoma. Hey, he had 5 queens to get him his deal. He's got $255 million. He's got $179 million guaranteed. Okay, he's got a signed contract. Have you seen Jalen? Have you seen Jalen Hurts play? Come on, give me a break. Jalen Hurts is the whole total package. He's total package on the court. He's total package on the field, off the field. He can back up all his shit, everything that he says, everything that he does. All right, Lamar Jackson wants Deshaun Watson money. Deshaun Watson used to be y'all's quarterback in Texas. Okay, for the Texans. Okay, he's gone. He's in Cleveland now. But he has all these off the field issues with the sexual innuendos and allegations, and the money that he paid for the, for the innuendos and all that good stuff. Well, Lamar Jackson doesn't have no off the field issues. He is right there. He is a team player. I've watched the man carry the team on his back, man. The man is doing good. The man got hurt, and then after he got hurt, some things were said from the office out in the public and all that stuff. Going for that, so that's why he said after the last part of the season he was hurt, but he had gotten better. But then he just played that injury because he didn't like the way they was talking about him and stuff like that. So they need to go on and pay that man. Now they've got his backup, Tyler Huntley. Huntley's coming back. Huntley does really well. I've watched him play. He does really good. He's on a scale of 1 to 10 to me. He's like an 8. He's not a Lamar Jackson. He's close to it, but not close enough to it. He's like an 8.
Girl,
I
gotta interrupt you there. An 8 for, I mean, I know he made the Pro Bowl last year, but he's like the worst Pro Bowl quarterback to ever get voted in. I think Tyler Huntley was more like maybe he would be better if they tried to have him do Tyler Huntley type things. They try to make him beat Lamar Jackson, and there is nobody who is that fast.
They tried to make him be that. Exactly. They had the weapons for him. That's why I gave him an 8, because he had all his weapons around him, and they was clicking on all cylinders. Okay. But as far as Lamar Jackson, you need to pay that man. You need to give him Jalen Hurt money.
Okay, so here we go then. We got the NFL draft is kicking off tomorrow, first round. So it's only going to be, 32 teams picking tomorrow. What do you want your teams to do? I'm going to tell you right now about mine. I told you this is my first year trying to be a real Houston Texans fan. I'm leaving the Eagles behind. I feel it's a good time to leave the Eagles. They just left the Super Bowl. They got a quarterback. It's a good time as any to actually leave the Eagles and switch squads. I'm going to the Houston Texans, the hometown team. What I keep hearing is that the Houston Texans want to draft Will Levis, the Kentucky quarterback, the tall kid, the Kentucky quarterback. I'm blown away by that. Will Levis, and I'm thinking, hell no, you have got to get Anthony Richardson as he is there. Either Anthony Richardson or go to defensive player. What do you think?
Exactly. The Panthers are looking at your boy Will. The Panthers are looking at him, but it's not guaranteed yet. They're still looking at him.
I hope the Panthers take him and just get him off the. I don't want the Panthers to take him because this is like the first time the top 3 quarterbacks are all going to be African American. All could be black, and Will Levis is the 4th quarterback. He is the only one white. If he went number 1, I would be blown away. But that also means the Texans then would have to make a better pick than trying to pick Will Levis. I just don't believe that he's a number 2 pick. No way.
Wow, I don't understand that either. But the Panthers are really looking at him. The Panthers, they're looking at him hard, but it ain't comes down where like it's a done thing. Like we're on the clock and we're gonna go ahead and take him. It's not done like that. Okay. I want to know why. Now I don't know. You said you don't follow college football that often and everything. I want to know what the hell happened. Now Georgia, give me my Bulldogs and let me some Georgia Bulldogs. Okay. Georgia won a national championship in January when they beat TCU, 65 to whatever. They took them to school. They showed them how to build a house. And
it was a lot to a little.
Okay. Where the hell is Stetson Bennett in this conversation? I haven't heard Stetson Bennett's name mentioned none in this whole thing. I've heard Bryce Young mentioned. I've heard P.J. Rondo. He's not a quarterback. He's a running back. I've heard C.J. Strauss. Okay, I've heard some stuff about C.J. Strauss. C.J. Strauss, they give all the potential quarterbacks in the NFL coming into the draft, they give them a cognitive test. It's called an S12 or S2.
Yep,
and they say that he scored 18%. And the highest score was Bryce Young. Well, if he can't remember the plays and stuff, C.J. Strauss was a quarterback for who? The Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yep.
And Ryan Day was his coach. So really, he Ryan Day probably walked him through who he's going to throw to and everything. He might have had it written on his wrist or everything like that. But if he's out there in the field lining up and getting ready to snap, and he can't remember the play, and he looks down at his wristband or whatever, and he still can't remember the play, you're pretty much fucked on that end.
Yeah.
You're pretty much.
Meet Jordan Love QB after Aaron Rodgers.
I'd like to see what Jordan Love's going to do. Jordan Love has sat on the bench for the last 3 or 4 years behind Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Now, I would like to see what Jordan Love can do. I've seen him play like in a scrimmage game or whatever. That would be cool to see. I mean, he played good. He threw. I think the game I watched him in was a scrimmage. He threw a touchdown or whatever like that, but that doesn't mean anything. But I would like to see Josh Allen bring it. I'd like to see Josh Allen. I'd like to see the Bills go to the Super Bowl. I'd like to see it come down to the Eagles, the Bills, or come down to the Chiefs and the Bills. That's what I would like to see. Seriously, that is what I like to see, because the Cowboys will never see a Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell you something. I was a huge Cowboys fan when we had Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders, Jimmy Johnson. Oh, I love the Cowboys. The Cowboys cooking on all cylinders. Then Jerry Jones got all hot in the head over something him and Jimmy Johnson got into and fired him. And then after that, the Cowboys went to the toilet, and I quit liking the Cowboys after that. So Zeke the Freak is gone from Cowboy Nation, and they got Dak still there, but Dak is scared to run. Dak stays in the pocket because Dak is scared to run. Why is Dak scared to run? From what I see, from where he got injured that time. Yeah, once you get injured like that, no, I'm not a quarterback. I like to play football when back in the day. Yes, I played football at home with my brother and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's scared. He's gun-shy. He's scared. That's just like with you saying you fell off the toilet, or if I would fall and hurt myself, or if I would injure myself, or we both injure ourselves some kind of way. We kind of gun-shy about doing something like that again. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like if I did this, or if I leaned over too far and ended up busting up my face or something like that, I'd be kind of scared the next time I'd be leaning down to get something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's got to do with that. MS thing. Sorry, we had to bring the MS into the situation. But we fucking know we got it. We fucking rock it every day. Yes, we have them bad days. Yes, we have good and bad days together. So when we having a bad day and we snap the fuck out, that's just us dealing with the pain and shit we go through.
Yep.
We ain't gonna tell our spouses. We ain't gonna tell our kids. We ain't gonna tell our significant other the shit we go through. They might see it, but they see some of it, but they don't know how you feel on the inside of this shit going on. Right now, while me and you talking, King, our fucking immune systems are fighting each other. But we got 3 or 4 things in common, man. We can talk about sports. We can talk about bullshit. We can be on some other kind of shit and just be communicating with each other, because that's what the hell is going on. Getting back to Josh Allen and Jordan Love, I would love to see Jordan Love come out. I would love to see, when the NFL season officially starts in September, I would love to see Jordan Love play a home game. Or it doesn't matter. It don't got to be a home game. It could be an away game. I would love to see this boy step out the box and say, okay, bitch, I got this. And I'm going to show you what I can do. Seriously, King, I want to see Jordan Love do something, because he's been riding that bench for like 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, and you know what? When Aaron Rodgers got drafted, he sat on the bench behind Brett Favre. So it's almost like Jordan Love could be the next Aaron Rodgers. At the same time, man, when I saw Jordan Love play, I didn't see much, because I don't watch much sports anymore. I used to watch a whole lot more. I don't watch much sports anymore because, like, whenever I'm watching basketball games, if I'm not sitting right in front of the TV close like this, Queen, your boy cannot see the basketball at all. After I have the kids hang around, the kids tell me, Daddy, he made the shot. Daddy, number 8 made the shot. Daddy, so-and-so made the shot. Daddy, oh, that was a miss. Or I can always hear the crowd's reaction. But my eyes have gotten so bad, like in 2000, I went a couple of years without health care. And when I came back to health care last year, August 2022, I had my first eye exam in 6 years. The doctor and the optometrist told me that my right eye was legally blind, and this eye, my left eye, only had months left. She said my left eye had less than a year. That was all in August. So I see, like, even now, looking at the Instagram type shit, me trying to read the comments and everybody who's joining and watching, it is super duper blurry. I can barely make stuff out. I gotta squeeze and look all up on stuff and everything and shit like that. And all that comes from multiple sclerosis. But you said earlier, you said that we have to learn to move on. We gotta learn to keep going. We're not gonna talk about it too much. We're not gonna bog the kids down, everybody down with the negative shit. We have to learn to keep going. I just put on my Instagram story, I think it's either story or reel, and I put up there a picture that says, it is hard as hell to hear somebody disabled telling you complain too much. But god damn, it's a whole bunch of people that do. It is a whole bunch of people that complain their ass off. And I'm at the point now, because I am so severely disabled, that I realized I was doing that shit too. Before multiple sclerosis, I know I was complaining my ass off, dragging shit down, wearing shit out. And I just gotten a whole lot better at that. And I do that with the gratitude stories I'm telling you about. I told you about earlier. I've got to write down the why story. That way I would spend less time actually overthinking all the negative thoughts.
I understand. Before I got MS, I never complained about a damn thing. And with me having MS, I don't never complain about it anyway. I don't say nothing about it anyway, unless it's the only time you'll know it's bothering me is if I start to cry. It hurts so bad. But that's few and far between.
That's what
That's few and far between.
That's my wife's response with my shit as well. I try to hide everything from her. But whenever she sees me start to cry, that's when she's all over me. And that's when she's, I'm crying on her shoulder, I'm crying on her stomach. I'm everywhere crying because there are sometimes it just gets to me. Like I spoke about earlier. My MS is the type of, I have it in my legs. It's in my legs. It is hard in this arm, so I can't feel but one finger. I can feel my thumb. I can't feel the four fingers. My arm is numb from the wrist all the way down to the elbow. I can feel parts of my muscle whenever I flex, but shit, that's it. Now the right arm is a whole lot better. The right eye is legally blind. The left eye, I don't, like I said, the left eye I have blurry vision and I have double vision, which is not cool at all. Double and blurry vision. Plus I work from home. So I'm on computers all damn day. I work 10 to 12 hour shifts. And I'm on these computers long enough doing all this squinting and trying to do auto insurance. And I mean, I'm doing all this squinting, looking at stuff like this, like, excuse me, sir. Okay, sir, sir, let me see. Your total will be $540. I don't really know. I really don't be knowing if it's a 5, if it's a 6, if it's a 7, if it's a 9, and that'll get me in trouble quite a bit. I get numbers wrong all the damn time with these damn eyes. And I have the MS is in my digestive system. So I go to the bathroom usually about once an hour. I take medicine for it because I used to go twice an hour. I go to the bathroom about once an hour, and then because I go to the bathroom, you would think, well, he goes all the time. Shit, I may go to the bathroom. It's only actually going to come out once out of every 2 times I go. I might just sit there and be there for 15-20 minutes and not a damn drop comes out. Then I gotta come out for a little while, do other type of shit, then I gotta go back in. And like I said earlier, I'm already severely disabled. I can't see. I struggle with the arms. It just gets to be a lot. Whenever I get to overthinking stuff, that's when the tears come. I don't really cry over the pain a lot. It's whenever things get to me, sometimes I think to myself, golly, I got so far to go. Because it ain't like this disease is strong enough to kill us by itself. All it just makes life harder. The vision, the touching, the hearing, all this shit, the choking on shit. Like a couple of weeks, I have 3 aunts who have had multiple sclerosis. I have a cousin that has multiple sclerosis. My cousin has it, and it took her vision first. So she can move, she can feel stuff, she can do all this shit normal. It took her vision and it fucks with her memory and everything a lot first. whenever I have days where I struggle swallowing and I can't hardly swallow and shit like that, that's when I might start crying. Because at that point I'm thinking, golly, man, I already can't walk. I already can't see. I already barely hear. I got the tinnitus shit where I'm always hearing waves crashing in my ear and everything. Now I can't swallow. I'm about to go right now. And that's when I'll fuck around and start crying.
I understand that totally. I understand that completely. Yep, that shit gets to you after a while.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much that you can do, and the more you do, sometimes I feel like you ain't doing nothing at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that way about the medicine a lot. I'm always thinking the medicines don't work. And then my physical therapist and my occupational therapist get mad at me because they're always saying, hey, why don't you take your relaxers more often? Why don't you take your painkillers more often? Why don't you take this and that more often? Because I have I was kind of this month. I think I got 13 pills I'm supposed to be taking on a daily basis, and I take two. Yeah, I take the one I take the one for the bathroom, and I take the vitamin D. I take those consistently. Everything else, I only take when things get really really hard, and it's like I stopped taking shit for a while because I'm thinking shit don't work, and after a couple of days of not taking it, then it gets really, really bad. And that's when I realized, oh, damn, the medicine was doing something because it hurts a whole lot more now.
I got you. I feel you. I feel what you're saying. Yeah, I understand that completely. So, I've liked the Packers only because of Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers is not there anymore. But I'm still gonna like the Packers because I want to see what Jordan Love's gonna do. Because I liked his name when I drafted him. So I've seen him play in college. I liked him then too. So to me, when things started going downhill for Aaron Rodgers, in my personal opinion, was when the 2021-22 season came around. 21-22 season came around, and it was the off season, and he said he didn't know if he was going to be a Green Bay Packer or he was going to go somewhere else or he was going to retire. Well, his go-to man, his best receiver, Davante Adams, Aaron Rodgers was holding out for more money. So this will tell you what kind of relationship you have with your offensive line. If you have a good relationship with your offensive line, you're going to let them know, hey, look, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just trying to get some more money. Don't y'all jump ship and go to another team. He didn't do that. He did not do that. Davante Adams is in Raider Nation. Is he with the Raiders still for right now?
Yeah.
So I've heard stories. I've seen this thing on SportsCenter. Skip and Shannon, I watch that religiously every day. First Take 2, I DVR both of them. I don't miss nothing. And Aaron Rodgers doesn't communicate with his receivers, his offensive line. He doesn't communicate with anybody, really.
Not even his mom.
He set up meetings. He held out for more money, so he got more money. But in the end, he really messed himself up because I believe in the 2022 to 2023 season, this past season, that if Aaron Rodgers had kept Davante Adams and let him know that we might have been looking at us Eagles, Green Bay Super Bowl. We would have been looking at that. Yeah, we would have. To me, that's my personal opinion. Now, I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I think you would have been looking at the Eagles and Green Bay playing. If he did that, because every time he threw a pass, Davante Adams caught it, touchdown here, touchdown there. Oh, and the diva behavior and this and that, and I'm just like, he went on a retreat this past year or so to find out whether he's going to come back and all that. He went on a 3-day
retreats he's doing.
Yeah, the darkness retreat. What the hell is that? Cut the light off in the bedroom and shut the hell up.
That's it. That's all they're doing though. That's all they do is you go to a spot where you turn the lights off, no electricity, and you just sit there. Literally, you sit there in the dark, no cell phones, no sound, no nothing, just think about shit.
Yeah, that was his downfall too. And then before he went to the Jets, they said he had a wish list. He had a wish list of receivers and players he wanted to work with, and he was texting them and all that stuff. Now it's done come out that wasn't true, this wasn't true, and that wasn't true. But the thing with Devontae Adams, that was true. They say he doesn't communicate. So in December, this past December, the offensive line and him started clicking on all cylinders. Well, by then it's too late. The season's almost over with.
Yeah. Yeah.
They was clicking, but Aaron Rodgers wasn't Aaron Rodgers from Aaron Rodgers in the past that I have seen. Oh, no. No.
That's the reason
This
why.
draft should be interesting.
That's the reason why, as the I don't believe the Jets should have traded for him. Now I understand the Jets need a quarterback. The Jets defense is great. They got nice running backs. It's like everything is going good for the Jets except for the quarterback. But I do not think Aaron Rodgers still has it.
Jets had a second quarterback last year, Zach Wilson. They set his ass down because he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. He on the bench. So I've seen him on Instagram. I've seen him on Twitter talking about this trade's personal. I guess so, because you wasn't doing your job. I mean, they took him out one time. He was playing really good. Then the next time he didn't play so good, so they took him out the game, put another person in. So if you're mad about that, maybe you should have been playing a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. And he has not played good in, 2 years? He's been in the league, I think, 2 years, and he has been terrible.
About 2 years, yeah. Because if you get your shot, if you get your shot, I don't care if it's NFL, I don't care if you're an athlete, I don't care if you're sports, whatever you are, whatever you want to do in life, you get that shot, you make damn sure you keep that spot and you keep your shot. You get that bag and you take your shot and you keep your shot. You don't let nobody knock you off your throne.
Yep, you got that one right. You sure got that one right. You don't let anybody knock you off your throne.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're about to get ready to shut this thing down. Before we get ready to shut it down, though, I got a couple of questions I want to ask you. Number one, with all of the college football that you watch, is there anybody on defense that you feel should be a top pick? Maybe an edge rusher, a cornerback? Is there anybody on defense that just pops up in your mind?
No, not really.
Ooh, wow. Okay, that says a lot.
Really.
Cause I'm an old school Oregon fan. I like the Oregon Ducks, but I haven't watched football in a couple of years. College football.
No defensive players that I've seen in college that's going to the draft have really made me say, "Oh my God, I can't wait to see where he goes."
Okay.
No.
I know.
Now, running back,
Joey Porter?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, he didn't make me say, "Okay." And
he has a son that plays cornerback, and they say his son may be the second best cornerback in the draft. Joey Porter has a son who plays cornerback, and he might actually go to the Steelers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an interesting storyline right there.
The running back that I like is P.J. Rongo.
From where?
From Texas. P.J. Rongo. I might be saying his name wrong.
You like him more than the guy Bijan Robinson they keep talking about?
That's it. I'm pronouncing his name wrong. That is it.
Bijan Robinson. Okay, yeah, because they say Bijan Robinson. They think Bijan Robinson may be the best thing since Marshall Faulk, and it's like, whoa.
Yes.
You don't even bring up Marshall Faulk's name that much because he was so good.
He is that good. Yes, he is that good.
Damn, and I'm in Texas and had no idea. Like, I haven't seen a UT game in. I don't think I've watched a UT game maybe since Vince Young played. Like, I watched a lot of football.
I liked Vince Young when he was there at Texas. I liked Vince Young, but he didn't make it in the NFL, but I liked him. And before we close this out, there's another quarterback that needs a team, and I just don't understand why he doesn't have a team. I love me some Cam Newton. Cam Newton was a Heisman Trophy winner. Auburn quarterback. They won the national championship. He used to play with the Panthers. He got traded to the Patriots. The Patriots got rid of him because something about COVID. He didn't tell them they was doing this or that. And this man has talent, and this man is sitting on this man ain't played in 2 years. And Cam Newton is the shit. He is the bomb. I got Cam Newton jersey. I mean, come on, man. A Superman, yes, NFL need a Superman. Yes, bring him back. Please, somebody pick Cam Newton up. I can't see Cam Newton being nobody's backup. But he says that he would play backup, but I can't see him doing it because he has such a big personality and he's such a good player. He's such a good player. He went back to the Panthers and played, and he played He was Cam, the old Cam that I used to see when he first started in the NFL. And then his weapons around him had started to disappear, and then he just like disappeared.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart to see somebody like that is so good and so talented. But yeah, they're doing stuff in football with kids and stuff like that. But that man needs to be playing. That man needs to be getting paid, because that is one of the best players. One of the best players in my opinion. Cam Newton, yes, that's Superman all the way. Yes, indeed.
You brought up Cam Newton.
But yeah,
you remember? So in the NFL draft, there's the guy Anthony Gonzalez.
Anthony Richardson. The motherfucker's name is Anthony Richardson.
From Florida, that they say they compare him to Cam Newton. He's as big as Cam, but he's faster than Cam. But I'm going to check this out. You remember when Cam Newton came into the league?
I've never heard of him, but I will have to definitely check him out.
Remember when Cam Newton came into the league, there were two other quarterbacks that they thought were going to be as good as him. Jake Locker and Blaine Bishop. And
King, dude, Blake Bortles.
Now it's like, how did they ever think that those two could compare to Cam Newton? That dude is huge.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Yes, I have enjoyed this, King. I hope you have too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. You asked me to do it. I said, yes, I can't wait to do it. We can do it again whenever you want to. Just let me know.
I'm down for that. And yo, Misha, anybody else watching, please, you can jump on this podcast with us. Even if you don't watch sports, you can jump on the podcast. You got the multiple sclerosis, and you can just talk about issues with us. Because as you have heard us bang it out today, we both have primary progressive multiple sclerosis, and we watch football to keep our mindset off of the bullshit. So we're not overthinking kids. We're not overthinking bills. We're not overthinking how bad things can be. But I sincerely enjoyed this, Queen. This was what a good 30, 45 minutes where I'm not tripping on, like I said earlier, I have fallen a few times a day. I've dropped a few things today. But as long as I've been looking forward to this and watching and talking about football with you, reading Misha's comments and everybody else who has jumped in and chimed in today, it's been 30, 45 minutes where I've just had a clear mind. I'm not overthinking job security or anything else. So, Queen, I sincerely appreciate your energy today.
You are so welcome, King. Anytime, we chop it up together. Anytime on the Instagram, on the Instagram message page or whatever. Anytime, I enjoy talking with you, and I appreciate everything you did. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. I'm very grateful for it.
Yo, no problem at all, Queen. Happy Hump Day to you. Today is I used to try to look up what to celebrate today, and I had something for us to talk about today, a celebration, but it's gone out of my mind. So I'm just gonna tell you 1,000 thank yous again. And Queen, let's try to connect next. I want to make this like a Hump Day thing, like a Wednesday thing. So let's come back next Wednesday, do it again, and see if somebody else will join us and make it 3 of us on here.
All right, King. I appreciate you, young man. You have a good evening. Thank you so much, King. I'll holler at you later. Gone. Thank you.
No problem, man. 1,000 thanks to everybody rocking with us. Y'all enjoy your Hump Day, and we will see y'all on the next talk. If you have the Clubhouse app, you have got to get on the Clubhouse app. I want to start opening up rooms for us on Saturdays where it's going to be just multiple sclerosis. Anybody who has any form of multiple sclerosis. And if you have the Clubhouse app, the big thing with Clubhouse, it is social audio. That means all you do is talk and listen. You don't have to worry about a picture, a video, anything else. Clubhouse, social audio. Hit up Kendrick Avant and let's connect and do this. Y'all enjoy yourselves. 1,000 thank y'all for rocking with me. And I will see you all next time.